There were days when you didn't even want to go out and check cows, knowing you've doctored that one 3 times and he's still not better. We were just having a lot of poor immunity in our calves, just doctoring constantly. It gets incredibly costly, and then at what cattle are worth at this point in time, you lose one and it's a hit. I got introduced into the cattle business when I married my husband right out of high school. He had a small herd of red cows at that time, and then we've just continued to grow that. It is a lot of work, but you see an instant payout. Like, you see what your work produces year after year. About 1.5 years ago, I lost my husband in an accident. He was actually hauling cattle home. I just knew that if I was having to doctor on the level that we've doctored in the past, I wasn't going to be able to do it. You didn't even want to go out and check cows in the morning, which that stinks, because that's like the best thing. To go out and just see him sick, or knowing you've doctored that one 3 times and he's still not better, it was frustrating. It was hard. That's when I really started looking for a solution and trying to figure out what exactly was wrong or what's going on. So we've just fed a loose type mineral. It would mean loading up 30 bags of mineral when you just go to check cows and try and get it out to them. We've tried to force feed it just because we didn't feel like they were getting still enough. I have a gentleman who was calving out a group of cows for me, and he said, "Hey, I use these tubs and I've been having great success. Can we split the cost on tubs and we'll run these cows together?" And I said, absolutely. By the end of, I would say, 2 weeks, I was already seeing a quick change in their body condition, in their hair coat, and then it just continued. They were at the tubs, I would say 30 to 45 days. They weren't just living at the tubs anymore, but they were still doing great. They still looked great. Body condition was still good. Health and immunity was obviously vastly improved. People can say a lot of things, but when you see it with your eye, when you can see this is day 1 and this is day 30 and this is day 45, since we started the tubs, we've doctored almost nothing. It's just been a complete game changer. It wouldn't have been possible had I battled the sickness that we had prior to having these tubs. I even got to where if a tub got halfway empty, I was putting out a full tub just so I could guarantee that those babies could come and reach that tub too, and they would. They loved it. This is our first year doing a fly control through a tub. In the past, you just see the cows in the corner at this time of year. They're just hanging out in the corner, they're swatting flies, they're not comfortable, they're not gaining weight because they're not out grazing. This year, they're out, they're comfortable, they're not bunched up. It's a night and day difference in how the cattle are responding. I mean, that tells me this stuff works. The tubs have more than paid for themselves, not only in not doctoring and having healthier calves, but I can also see that the cow's condition is better. The calves are heavier than they were typically at this age in the past. It's just a no-brainer. The gentleman who introduced me to the tubs, he said they're pricey, but they're worth it. And he was right.